Hello again. It's been a while since I've done an update. I've been back to work for, I guess this is my third week back full time. And I figured if I don't do an update now, I risk either just forgetting about it or trying to come back later when things have just faded from memory as I'm back to just a normal life. I had said before that my guesstimate when I went back to work, when I took the collar off, I was going to physio, was that I'd feel a lot of weakness in the neck, like wet noodles or wet spaghetti, and that the physio would probably be quite painful. Spoken beforehand, took the collar off, and it really wasn't a problem. As long as I walked around, kept my head upright, there was no problems I noticed at all. It was just when there's tasks that required me to bend forward and hold my head, whether that would be typing or writing or just cooking something on the stove and just looking at it as I was cooking, that was the motion that would cause me to get tired. I would get quite fatigued quite fast because that's a motion that I'd not done with the collar on. Now as far as physio, no pain. I mean, there was some discomfort as my neck was being worked, the muscles, but that's to be expected. It actually felt quite good. It was nice to have the knots in my neck, knots in my shoulder worked out, to have some exercises to do, some stretches. When I first went to physio, I was looking pretty much straight ahead, and I had just a little bit of motion. That was pretty much it. I simply didn't want to push it, and the person at the physio was very good. Gave me the exercises to do, worked on range of motion, and I'm able to move this far right now and I feel tightness, and then this far in the other direction. So it's definitely limited. I've only been going to physio for, I guess, about 3 or so weeks, twice a week. So this is something I'll be probably going a little bit longer, but not too much. I do have the exercises to do. I'm able to go forward, to go back, to go side to side fairly quickly, so I know how far I can move. What I have been told is to work on side to side, move my head to one side, put my hand on my head, and just gently let the weight of my hand on my skull hold my head over and just stretch my muscles for maybe 45 seconds on each side. And the reason for that is to loosen up the cervical vertebrae so that when I go side to side, they're not compressed, they have more room to move, and it will just grant me some additional side-to-side movement as well, which is something you certainly appreciate when you're driving, and back me up in particular. What else can I say as far as an update? As far as headaches go, the headaches, they've been greatly reduced. It's been simply amazing. Excuse me, it's springtime, allergies, so I apologize. I'm stuffed up, sneezing, coughing a bit here. As far as the headaches go, I had said previously that I had headaches almost continuously while I had the collar on, and even before I had the operation. Headaches are almost a daily part of my life. I've had, since the collar's come off, one migraine. I mean, it was a doozy. It just knocked me flat out. I was physically ill. I was taking T3s, they were doing absolutely nothing, gravel, doing nothing. So I mean, that was a full-blown migraine, just the one. I've had a headache that I've had to take some pills for, just one. And that's it. I mean, it's amazing to wake up each day, to not be forced out of bed because of a headache. So this is something that, even before I knew that I'd have to go into surgery, clearly there was something going on in my neck that was causing me to be symptomatic in ways I just wasn't really aware. So to be relatively headache-free is really, really amazing, and just worth it on so many levels. I'm able to just to focus more during the day, both with family, at work. It's just great. And I guess, speaking of work, another side effect I noticed is that getting back into it. It took me probably a week and a half to get up to full-time hours, starting from around 2 hours a day, and I get very sore on the right shoulder, and that's mousing. So, I don't know, in the same position as me, just make sure that your computer workstation is ergonomic, I did get a new keyboard. I used to have a fairly wide Microsoft Ergonomics, just one piece with a keypad off to the side, just too wide for me. So got rid of that. Apologies. And I got myself a Gold Touch keyboard. So it's one that has like a ball that you just loosen pressure on, and the keyboard pivots sideways. You can tent it. It's nice for two reasons. One, it's quite customizable with the different angles, so you can make sure that you're getting it as comfortable as you can for your hands. The second thing is it's small. It does not have a numeric keypad off to the side. Yeah. And that simply allows me to bring my mouse in closer. So just being aware of that has helped, taking breaks, getting heat on my shoulder at fairly regular intervals whenever it gets achy, and just getting away from the computer has helped as well. Not much else to say. Am I going to be doing another update? I'm really not sure. I mean, at this point, I just see my recovery as just getting as much motion, range of motion as I can with my head, and that's pretty much it. I have no more follow-up with the neurosurgeon's clinic. If something goes kind of strange, I can phone them. Otherwise, I'm done. Physio, it's done unless I call back. I'm planning on probably going back for maybe another session or two, but what's really needed doing there has been done, and I feel comfortable now. I'm able to work, I'm able to drive. The occasional pain I get from my shoulder, well, I just still have to work on that. It's going to take a little bit of time, but everything else has been quite good. So maybe I'll post another video, maybe not, but take care if you're having to go through this. I do wish you all the best, and just prepare what you can ahead of time. But I guess I'm one person that has went through this, and I'm happy with the result. Range of motion limited. I still have some room for improvement, but to have some of my symptoms go away and some are still there, just like last time. They may resolve a bit more in a few months, or may not, who knows. But to have some symptoms dissipate, to have the headaches greatly reduce, that's been amazing for me. So I do wish you all the best if you're about to go through this as well. Take care.